You hate. There's truth in your lies, doubt in your faith. What you build, you lay to waste. There's truth in your lies, doubt in your faith. All I've got's what you didn't take. So I won't be the one to leave this in pieces. And you will be alone with all your secrets and regrets. Don't lie. You promised me the sky, then tossed me like a stone. You wrapped me in your arms and chill me to the bone. There's truth in your lies, doubt in your faith. All I've got's what you didn't take. So I won't be the one to leave this in pieces. And you will be alone with all your secrets and regrets. Don't lie. So I won't be the one to leave this in pieces. And you will be alone with all your secrets and regrets. Don't lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck is up? Happy Monday. Hope y'all had an amazing night and a lovely morning. Welcome into stream, Mr. Ducking and Mr. Luke. Congratulations on being second to stream, Mr. Luke. And then to answer the question, no, I don't think I've ever sneezed up an entire elephant. But I appreciate your concern. Happy Monday indeed, Mr. Ducky. I'm going to put myself on the screen and we're going to get started with today's stream, guys. Today, we're going to be doing Gen 4 rankings. And then after that, we're going to be jumping into PokePark to do our final 4 mini games to unlock the final 4 guys, the final 4 Pokemon. In our little conquest of making all the friends in PokePark. PokePark Ussie. What is wrong with you? Like, just why? Why? Anyway, and then if that doesn't take us too long, I feel like it's going to, because we have some difficult mini games to play today. We're going to be doing a couple DAs, but other than that, we are all just chilling and hanging out today. Pretty simple day. It's going to be a fun week, guys. All right. Just to let y'all know, we're starting new series. We're going to be finishing series. We've got some new ideas that most likely will be taking place. We're going to be doing some collab streams this week. It's going to be a fun week. All right. Don't you guys worry your little wiggly butts. Okay. I'm going to turn up the music just a little bit. I did change the order in which we do these. Like, so originally it went, by numerical order. As you can see, that is not the case anymore. Watching a video where some dude bought a crab from a bait shop and make a fish tank for it. Oh my god, I love those videos. I bought this bass at the fucking fish market, and today I'm going to be making it my wife. Anyway, so it's a different layout this time. We've got our starters, so we've got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then we go into our all stage 1 Pokemon, right? So we'll go through all of those, and then we'll go into the stage 2s, and then after that we'll go into the stage 3s, all the new Evos in this generation, because there's a lot of stuff that gets evolutions for previous mons, whether it be pre-evolutions or new evolutions overall. And then we've got the Legends and Mythicals. I counted Rotom in that group because they kind of treat Rotom like that the first time around, but you know, in the next couple games we don't really give Rotom the same treatment. So anyway, we're gonna rock with that. I love like fish tank or terrarium videos. Oh my fucking god, that's my bread and butter. See, I loved Tanked on Animal Planet until it got canceled, and then I learned the reality of like what was actually happening behind the scenes, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Also, I've heard like a lot of the fish tanks that those guys have done are dead. Like they unless it's like one of the celebrities that has somebody that pays thousands of dollars like a week to keep up like upkeep on it, it's bad. We have a tank here in Maryland. There's one in the Annapolis Mall, and we went to go visit it, and it is like there's like 3 fish. Now they have gotten new fish, and I will say it is one of the nicer upkept tanks that I've seen from the Tanked guys, but it's weird. Tanked was awful, like horrendous. It was a good show. It was just, you know, all the stuff in the background kind of fucked them up. But anyway, we're gonna get started today. So we have our 3 starters. We've got Sorry, I'm tired. We've got Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. Okay, Turtwig is gonna go in peak. All right, Chimchar is gonna go in peak, and I'm gonna put Piplup in almost peak. Okay, I do love Piplup. Actually, no, we're gonna put Piplup in peak too. Okay, they went 3 for 3. Okay. The only thing that was going to discredit Piplup is I have not used Piplup that much. However, in every other facet of Pokemon that they have shown Piplup is pretty epic. Okay, now going into the second stages, I put Grottle in almost peak, I'd put Monferno in almost peak, and I'd put Prinplup in great overall. Okay, I don't love Prinplup. I really don't. But I see it's one of those where I get it. You know, it exists. But it's not going to exist, and that's something, because it is a good Pokemon. Now Torterra is going to be peak, and Fernape also peak, as well as Empoleon. I would put Empoleon there as well. Prinplup could be better. It could be better. Now we're going to organize this a little bit. I do like Grottle more than I like Monferno. I do like Turtwig more than Chimchar and Piplup. I do think Infernape goes in front of Turtwig, however, and I would put Torterra above Piplup. So that's how we're going to do that, right? So now we go into our next stage, which is our little guys that you see at the beginning. Starly. I think Starly's a great overall Pokemon. I'd honestly put it over Prinplup. I think Bidoof is peak. Okay, sorry. Bidoof is peak. I would probably put Bidoof here. Okay, I do love Bidoof. All right. Kricketot. I think Kricketot's a great Pokemon. I would give it greater overall. I don't think it's warranted peak. I would say the same for. I'm gonna put Shinx in almost peak. Above Monferno, not over. No, not above Grotto. Okay. we're going to put Badoo in great overall. It's going to go in bottom grade overall. But overall, I think it's a good Pokemon, right? Craniodos and Shieldon. I think Craniodos is almost peak. I would put it over here. And I think Shieldon could be better. Okay, I love Shieldon. Don't get me wrong. I do love Shieldon. But I think it could be a little bit better, you know. He's pretty cute. Burmy, it exists. And that's something, okay? And that's something. Combi, I think it's great overall. I think it is a good overall Pokemon. You know, the design, the evolution, the fact that, you know, it's got a little bit of a gimmick, okay? Pretty cool, right? I think the shiny's kind of peak. Pachirisu, we're going to give it great overall. Nothing crazy, but at the same time, you know, it's all right. It's all right, you know. Buizel, almost peak. Buizel is almost peak. All right, I love Buizel in this generation. Buizel is amazing, genuinely. When I was sorting this up, I'm like, we don't need Floatzel. Because honestly, I think Floatzel hurts Buizel. But that's just my take, you know. Cherubi, I think it could be better. I do think it could be better. Shellos, I would say great overall. I put it there. Floatzel is awesome. Floatzel is cool. It's just not as cool as Buizel, if that makes sense. I think Buizel is more peak than what Floatzel is, you know? Drifloon is... I'm getting a call. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Skylar was on her break. Alright, we are back. Wrong thing. There it is. Okay, where were we? Drifloon, I don't know. I feel like we need to add another category. I feel like I do this every time. Oh shit, I'm fucking it up. Yeah, I feel like we need a new category. It's good. I think we need like an it's good category, you know. I need to make this a different color. Hold up. We'll make it orange. There we go. Okay. Great overall. It's good. Okay, there we go. There we go. This is what we want, right? I would put Drifloon and it's good, right? Next up, I would put Baneri. I probably put Baneri in it's good too, just under Drifloon. Glammeow would probably go. The thing is, like, I wouldn't make any design changes. However, I don't exactly think it's amazing, so I think it's also gonna go in it's good. Chingling, I think it's good as well, but I would put it above those two. Stunky, I put in great overall. And then Bronzor, I put in great overall as well. I really like Stunky and those two. Bonsley, probably it's good as well. Nothing crazy. Mime Jr. it exists. I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Playing PLA for as long as we did, Mr. Mime did nothing but Mime Jr. did nothing but upset me, and I don't have that great of a connection with it. So I'd probably put it there. Hapini. It's good. There's nothing really more to that. Chatot, I think, is great overall. Chatot is a great design, great concept. Overall, amazing. Spiritomb, almost peak. Spiritomb is indeed almost peak. Gibble, peak. Gibble is peak. Gibble goes here. Yep. Gibble is right now holding that spot. Anybody surprised? No. Okay. Munchlax. Munchlax, honestly, I think Munchlax is almost peak as well. I think Munchlax is really good. I would probably put it under Monferno, but yeah. Riolu, I think Riolu is underrated. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think, like, Lucario gets so much hype. I don't think Riolu gets enough hype, you know? Like, Riolu, I feel like you really have to enjoy that stage, and I dislike the games that give you a Lucario. Like, I know in my original playthrough of Scarvy, I got the Lucario that's Terra Ice, and I never went back, right? But however, I think I would have enjoyed the experience a lot more if I got my Riolu earlier, and then did it from there, you know? Because I think Riolu is like one of those Pokemon where, like, it's worth it, you know? It's worth doing the friendship up and all that and gaining that XP. Hippopotas, I would probably put... And it's good. I don't think it deserves a great, but I don't think it's like, oh, it doesn't get love because it's a friendship eagle. Exactly. Like, I think it's underrated. Skorupi, I think, is also underrated. Skorupi. Krogunk. We're gonna put Krogunk in almost peak. I'm gonna put it here because that's not even Gem Bee Glaze. I promise. That I just really like Krogunk. Krogunk overall, is just like aura farming. Carnivine. It exists in that something. Honestly, I'd put it above these two. Carnivine just exists. Finneon, I think it genuinely could be better. I don't know. Like, it's a simple design. It's a good design, but I just feel like we need, like, tweaks or something, you know? Maybe, like, take the blue out and maybe go a different color route. I don't know. I'm tired of making blue water types, if that makes sense. You know? Mantine, I think it's good. Nothing crazy. I do like this one. Snover, genuinely, I think Snover's great. Like, I really do like Snover. Staravia, it's good. Nothing special about it. You know, it does its job. It's middle stage. We'll put it there. B-Barrel is going to go in great overall. B-Barrel is a good stage. I really hope in the future we do get an evolution of B-Barrel, because I've seen some fan art of, like, evolutions to B-Barrel, and they look dope. So I hope Pokemon sees something like that and goes, you know what, maybe we should Mega B-Barrel. I don't think Mega B-Barrel. I would want B-Barrel to get like an actual evolution though, like that we can have in all games. You know, where like if we get a Mega B-Barrel, it'd be cool. But like eventually Mega Evolution's gonna go away again. So, Cricketune. I would say Cricketune is almost peak. Genuinely, like one of the best support mons that you can have when you're doing catching. All right, it's got Sing, it's got False Swipe, it's got Stun Spore, right? It's got a great design. It's got a freaking iconic cry. Like, what else could you ask for? Luxio, we're gonna put Luxio in. It's good. I'd put it there. Roserade, I'm gonna put in great overall. Roserade's very good. I do like Roserade. Rampardos, the same. Bastiodon, I'd probably put Bastiodon in great, but it is gonna go into the lower part, only because of the Soul Link, right? I got myself a Bastiodon and it learned nothing except defense stat moves, which was very annoying. So it also didn't learn a lot, which is also annoying. Wormadam could be better, right? I understand what the basis is. I understand what it's based off of. I'm not a huge fan of it, I think a design change, maybe a little bit more sprucing up here and there. We're good, right? Motham, I would put in it's good. Motham's pretty good. Got a great shiny overall, amazing. Vespiquen, I think Vespiquen goes with Combi, like synonymous, right? I've already said it. Floatzel, I think it is great overall, so I'll put it there, but I don't think it's almost peak. Again, I think Buizel is just leagues ahead of Floatzel, and I think Floatzel does less. It hurts Buizel more than Buizel helps Floatzel, if that makes sense. Cherim, it exists in that something. Actually, no, we'll give it. It could be better, right? I think these two genuinely a redesign, a regional variant, something, right? Could have helped. Gastrodon, it's good. Actually, I'd put it in great overall. I'd probably put it there. The design just looks weird to me. Shellos gets a little bit of a bump because he gets the cute, the cute gene. But I wouldn't put Gastrodon underrated because Gastrodon sees a lot of spotlight because of competitive. Because it's both had peaks in TCG rotations and in different levels of VGC rotations. So I don't think genuinely I could put Gastrodon in underrated. Because we all rate Gastrodon. It's just different levels, Driftblim, the Hindenburg, I would genuinely... I put it above its evolution, but I don't think it goes much further than that. Lapunny, Glameow, or sorry, Perugly, it exists and that is something. The Lapussy. Yeah, I think Lapunny is overrated as hell, if I'm being so real. Skuntank, I think, is great overall. I think Skuntank's actually very cool. I like the fact that it has... a cool flamethrower animation in majority of the games where it gets specific animations. So, Bronzong, I think, is heavily underrated if I'm being so real. But because of its VGC height, I'm going to put it in great overall. I'd put it there. I actually do really like Bronzong. Gabite, I think, is great overall. Unfortunately, it is the outlier in my favorite Evo line. So, there's something odd to me about underrated being the bottom tier, not going to lie. We can put it there. How's that feel? Think of it like this, right? It goes here, and then this is off to the side. Think of it like that, Scruffy. All right. Unfortunately, I can't do that, but that's what it means, Lucario. Hear me out, right? Lucario can do two things. It can go in peak, it could go in almost peak, or it can go in overrated, right? Personally, me, I'm going to put it in an overrated. I'm going to put it above Lopunny. That doesn't mean I don't like it, right? But that means that this shit receives so much glaze, it's kind of crazy. Okay. Well, we need to take a step back a little bit with the Lucario. All right, Fry. I don't know if you want to say Lucario now. Hear me out. Then pause for a sec. Hey man, as long as nobody's clipping it, I'm fine. Now Hippowdon. I know we put Hippopotas in great overall. I think Hippowdon genuinely is a great Pokemon. I like the fact that it has different colorations. Like I know Hippopotas has that too, but the fact that like Hippowdon's is a lot more noticeable, I think is pretty cool, right? Drapion, I think, is genuinely a peak monster. Peakmon. Oh my god, why can't I've got like the hiccups. Toxicroak. I put in almost peak as well. Toxicroak's really cool. I think it's actually like genuinely that is a W Evo for an already great Pokemon, you know. Lumineon, I think it's definitely better than Finneon, right? I don't think I would genuinely make anything, so I think it would go here. Like I think it would go there, you know. Totodile is so cool. He is. Abomasnow, genuinely, I would put it in almost peak. I think Abomasnow is really cool. I think it's a great like concept. I think it's a great execution of the concept. Like overall, Abomasnow is peak, right? Staraptor, it's gonna go right up there as well. I think it's awesome. Luxray, probably right there. We already know, right? We're just gonna buzz over. Staraptor overrated? I don't think so. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Staraptor is overrated. I don't even think Staraptor is like in a lot of people's top 3 birds, if I'm being real. I think that would go to like what? Talonflame, Corviknight, and what's 6? Oh, I already said Talonflame. Talonflame, Corviknight. I think there's... I can't remember who I'm thinking of. I don't know. I don't think Staraptor's a top 3 bird, though. I'm going to be real. Is 2. 3 birds usually. That's what I'm... Like, I don't know. I don't think Staraptor would get that nod, you know? Because, like, besides it getting Intimidate, it doesn't have anything that the other 2 that I mentioned don't have, you know? It beats out all the other normal birds, and Kilowattrel isn't that popular. Yeah. I just don't like the regional birds. Well, what? I just don't like the regional birds that the game comes with. That's kind of weird. Okay. Leafeon. I'm going to put Leafeon in great overall. And Glaceon, I'm going to put in great overall as well, but much lower. I don't know. I don't love Glaceon's design. I feel like for an ice Pokemon, we could have gone a lot better. I wish they went more icicle and not, like, snowflake, you know? Luke, Staraptor is arguably one of the best birds because they are all normal flying. It's just like pure flying. Well, no. Not all of them. Talonflame's not. Corviknight's not. Kilowattrel's not. Toucanon is, though. Honchkrow, I think genuinely Honchkrow is a great design as well. I'd probably put it right there. Mismagius there as well. Ambipom, it's good. I don't love Ambipom. I like Apom. I'm not a huge fan of Ambipom. Weavile I think is really cool though. Weavile is dope. I'd probably put it in... Yeah, I'd put Weavile here. Magnezone. Magnezone's going here as well. Licky Licky is going to go in great overall. I think it's a great evolution to a very fun mon. I'd probably put it there. Normal Flying is a better type, though, than Pure Flying. True. Because, whatchamacallit, it gives it the thingy, you know? The thingy. Rhyperior, I'm going to put in Almost Speak. Rhyperior is really cool. Great evolution to something that we never thought we'd get evolution to. Tangrowth, it's going to be... You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put in Tangrowth in. It could be better. Because genuinely, they just made Tangela bigger and gave him arms. It could have been better, you know? Putting furries in overrated, I see. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Welcome in, Bradlow. Gotta, you know, break some senses to people every now and then. Electivire is almost peak. Electivire is dope. Magmortar. I don't know. It's the lips. The lips make me feel weird about it. Togekiss is almost peak. Togekiss is here. I love Togekiss. Yanmega. Compliment has only boosted my love for Yanmega. Gliscor, underrated. Tell me different. Tell me different. Mamo. Doing great, dude. Setting up hunts and busy to get shiny Oddish Ivysaur. Absolute W. What are you hunting in? What game? Yanmega is peak. You know what? You guys are right. We're gonna give it the nod. We're gonna. I don't know about that much. I need to calm down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna give it that. Okay, we're gonna give it that. Mamo is going right up there with it though. Mamo, I love Mamo. Big old potato. Gallade I like a lot. Gallade's pretty good. I do like Gallade. I will say I probably don't like Gallade as much as you do, but I do like Gallade. I put Porygon Z. I put Porygon Z there. Friend Safari and X. I beat the game, so shiny hunting there for the first time. It's great. Ooh, I haven't played X and Y in forever, dude. What is it? Okay, so we've got Gallade. Gallade's gonna go in almost peak. All right, I'm not gonna disrespect it. However, I think it's better than Kricketune. Stop. I don't think it's better than these. Genuinely, like I like Gallade. However, it's not even my favorite evolution for you know. I still like Gardevoir more. Right? Don't get me wrong. Gallade's still cool. Okay. The big old nose, Mr. Ben Stiller. He's gonna go. I'm trying to think of where I put it. I'd probably put it here. Dusknoir, I think it's going to go into almost peak as well. I'd probably put Dusknoir there. Because I like the fact that the belly opens up. Frostless, I think, is also going to go about right there as well. Frostless is pretty fire. Rotom. I don't know what I do. Something's about to be in your belly. Excuse me? No, hold on a sec. How is Bronzor higher than Shelgon? Not judging or something? Bronzor is higher than Sheldon. Oh, this little guy? I don't know. I just, like, I like the design. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like it could have been a little bit better. But that's why. Could be better is not, like, a bad thing. It's mainly just saying I really wish, like, we get a redesign or, like, a regional variant in the future. That kind of, like, boost my love for it, you know? Frostless can die in a fiery death. That's it. Canceled. Sorry, dude. Sorry. It's not the first time. Rotom, I think with like if you brought this up to me when Gen 5 was a thing, I'd probably put Rotom in great overall or it's good. Like I like the fact that it changed the appliances, but you know, and all that. But now the fact that Rotom is like has so many different forms and it's like in every single anime and it's given a personality. I would put it in almost peak, genuinely. Like, I'd probably put it there. I'd probably say... Okay, hear me out, right? Uxie, almost peak. Azelf, almost peak. Mespirit, great overall. Great overall. Okay, don't ask me why. It's just... It just is, okay? Dialga. I really do like Dialga. I don't know. I really like Dialga. I like Palkia. Palkia is gonna go in almost peak. I don't think it is peak. I'll be real. Rotom doesn't feel like a Pokemon to me anymore. No, that's actually real. Like it's kind of like getting to that point where it's like they're kind of doing a lot of stuff with it, you know. However, like I do like it. I just feel like it's at the point where like I don't think we need to venture off anymore, and I don't think they're going to with it. But like I don't think it needs to expand. Oh my god, I don't think it needs to expand past where it's at right now. There we go. Heatran, I'm putting almost peak. I'll put it here. Regigigas. I actually do really love Regigigas. He's pretty cool. I'd probably put him right there. Giratina. Was there ever a doubt? Cresselia. We're going to put Cresselia in almost peak as well. It's going to go there. Hear me out. Okay? It's going there. I understand they're supposed to look like one another. I don't like how much they look like one another. To the point where, for the longest time as a child, I had no idea who was who. Manaphy, however, is going to go here. Darkrai is going to go in peak. But it's not going to go as high peak, right? I do like Darkrai. I don't like Darkrai that much, but I do like Darkrai. Okay. I still don't know who is who, to be honest. Exactly, dude. Brother, I played one of the Pokemon Rangers, like, back, right? And then, like, I remember watching the movie for it, and I had no idea who the fucking movie was about. And it was about Manaphy. I think. I still don't know. Okay, Shaman. Shaman's going to go there. I do like Shaman. I like the fact that it has a great shiny and it does have the Sky form. The Sky form, huge points. The fact that it came back too in the Sun and Moon one, double points. Okay. Arceus. There. I think that's where we're at. I think that's where we're going to... Do we see any outliers that we think that I need to do it, you know? When did Skyform become a thing? Gen 4. It was the exact same time we got, what's it called? When we got it. But what do we think? For those that don't remember, we're averaging around a 7 out of 10, right? Drapion should be peak. I see your point. I see your point, but I think it's going to stay where it's at, right? Yes, Shelgon. See, like, I don't know. I think it's going to stay there, Brad, though. And I think half of it is the fact that you keep calling it Shelgon. Because Shelgon's the Salamence. So it's just proving my point. But wait, that's Shieldon. I'm giving it a solid 6 out of 10 because I won't move Drapion. Let me turn this on. Okay, it's on. But other than that, I think that I was fair. I think I was fair. Like, I think there's definitely a lot. Like, I think this definitely has the most Pokemon in peak, almost peak and grade overall than any other one, which is surprising being that this is one of the smaller ones. But overall, I think it's great. You didn't even correct me the first time. Well, I didn't know. It happens once, and then I'm wrong, and then it happens again, and then I'm wrong again, in my head. So I didn't know, but now I know. I'm putting myself in the corner. No, because there's many I disagree with, but not major disagreements. So besides Drapion, who else do you disagree with? Floatzel's probably one, right? Is Skyform Shaman on the list? No, Shaman counts for both forms. So we're pretty much counting everything. So like Dialga and Palkia count for their origin forms, same as Giratina. We're not counting any megas because once ZA comes out and we've got the new megas, we're going to be ranking all the megas. So we're not including those. We're also not including any type of regional variants. So stuff like, who gets a regional variant? I know one of you does. Why can't I think? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe nobody in this gen gets a regional variant. Yeah, nobody does. But in the previous gens, right? Like when we did like Linoon and all them, we didn't count theirs. Floatzel, Weevil, Staraptor, Kricketune, B-Barrel, Roserade, and Gastrodon. There are more. Okay. I think Drifloon should be peak. See, I like Drifloon. It doesn't do anything more for me. You also have to remember. Well, Bradley doesn't know. I pretty much sat and had these things self-destruct on me for 6 months of just playing Pokemon. So I don't have the fondest memory of this, right? I knew this gen would be weird because of the whole PLA experience, but other than that, we're good. This dude is turning an old TV into a fish tank. Ooh. But there's some I'd move down and some I'd move up. One, nothing too major. Who would you move down, right? Fry, can you send me the list? I'll show you the disagreements. That way, if you want, yeah, I'll take a screenshot. Hello? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Oh wait, I forgot to do this. See, like, but what did we think of the new format? Well, I send this to Luke of like doing it where we don't do one evolutionary line at a time. We do separate Pokemon at a time. There we go. Oh, then it's all right where it stands now. Thank you. All in all, but late on the ping there. Yeah. Sorry. I forget it doesn't. I keep forgetting. Peak. All right, so we will switch on over then and go to. Give me a second. I'm up. Sweet. Okay. Give me 1 second. The antenna fell because I keep forgetting it's there. Oh, don't rip. Please don't rip. Okay, cool. We're good. Nice. See, I figured out, like, the whole thing has been weird. Where, like, if I want to turn on the capture card and it's just sorry, I've been doing the other ones that we did last week, and it fuck. What do you mean there's no sound? I keep forgetting that I didn't have desktop on. Okay, alright. We're gonna play it again. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always forget it? Okay. Look at fibers in this. What is up, Mr. Angel? How you doing today? Alright. Let me border this out. I was playing Let's Go this morning, prepping for... we're starting the Shine Lock this week, which is going to be pretty fire. And I'm, like, trying to see, like, how set up I can be. And I get a Shiny Oddish on my third encounter, and I'm like... It was wild. Okay, let me... Hello? Oh, don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh, no. Hold up. We're gonna see. Because the Wii messes it up because it doesn't have the HDMI cord, so I gotta run it through an adapter, and so like it acts all funny. La Punny S tier, nope, and that's exactly why it's an overrated. All right, hold up. How do I? Okay. Okay. Love that. Love that. Hold up, give it 1 second. What's up, Mr. Snack? How you doing today? Snack, I got a win this morning with like a 9K. Yep, here we go again. All right, chat. I might have to restart stream real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to... I fucking hate this capture card, dude, sometimes. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I just have to turn off my computer and then turn it back on. And I should be fine. Let me swap this back. Hello. Oh, go back in, 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 go back in. Please. Okay, we'll play with that later. Okay. Do we have a friend that's live? We don't. Okay. So we're just not gonna read out. Okay. Be right back, chat.